Hey, good thing the mics went hot for that one. My God, that could have been rough. You guys ready to do this?
Let's do it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go.
Let's go. Presented by Miller Lite. What time is it, boys?
Miller time. Game time.
Also time for your Denver Nuggets to be back home, starting a homestand, and we're gonna preview this whole thing for you right from the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Hop in the Toyota chat with all of your homies. Become a Supporters Club member. Support us.
Please.
Keep this thing going, please.
Please, God.
Please support us.
Do we have like an emotional supporters club?
Yeah, also, we need an emotional supporters.
Please, God.
Dog in it.
The Nuggets are hosting two former Nuggets tonight.
Oh man,
Two. Dario Saric.
Oh yeah. He was on the Nuggets.
Wait, the Denver Nuggets?
The Denver Nuggets. They had Dario Saric on their roster. He's coming back.
I think Dario forgot he was on the Nuggets last year as well.
And of course,
count it.
of course, one Russell Westbrook and the Sacramento Kings. They come into town as Denver begins a little 4-game homestand. We're going to talk about Russ's return, what we expect from him. We're also going to talk about this homestand, man. I feel like the homestand is so important, and I have a high standard for them. It's must win. It's a must win. I got Harrison Wind here.
I mean, a lot of revenge games going on tonight.
Dude.
Westbrook versus the Nuggets. Sharge versus the Nuggets. Big Val versus the Kings. Second revenge game for him already this season.
Second of many.
Are there more?
We should go through. There might be
There
another.
might
There
be
probably
more.
is another.
That was just off the
connection.
top of my head.
There's Dominique Clifford is returning back to Denver.
Nick Clifford, yeah.
Also, I don't know if Devin Carter's playing, but he's a Denver
Oh,
kid.
good
Yeah,
point. Good
yeah.
call.
Also, there was at a certain point, some of the Kings were rumored to be traded to Denver.
There are some trade rumors. Some trade rumor Nuggets. Okay.
Oh, Levine.
Levine, I mean, come on, dude.
There could be anything.
Big
man.
trade rumor revenge game.
I'm sure he's bringing that energy tonight to Ball Arena. D-Line Co's here.
That's right, guys. Boy, am I ready to get back into it. I'm ready to watch Russell Westbrook play basketball. You know he's my favorite. Only one I like more than him are his fans, and I can't wait to talk to them.
Well, they're all back here tonight.
I
They will
love
be
them.
locked in.
They're great, aren't they?
Superstar Dev rounding it
I'm
out.
looking at the breakdown on the side. I'm excited about all these things. I can't wait for the game notes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Russell Westbrook.
That's right.
Homestand makes me excited, and you guys know how I feel about them bets. I'm ready for tonight. I'm ready for tonight.
Bringing that energy. All right, let's go to game notes then, and none other than our Harrison Wind.
Yeah, well, first on the injury front, Jamal and Cameron Johnson, basketball player, were both expected to play in this game, and they both are playing. I did see Jamal warmed up with some athletic tape on his calf. He's playing through calf soreness right now. And Cam, it was the shoulder that he's been playing through. Both those guys are playing in this one. And then the Kings had some injuries as well. Zach LaVine was questionable. So was Dennis Schroeder. They are both playing too.
That is kind of good news. I mean, they have some really speedy guys. That's the one thing I'm worried about tonight is Schroeder's fast. LaVine has a big first step. Russell Westbrook is fast. You know, that's a challenge. All of them available. It's going to be a very guard-heavy attack from the Sacramento Kings tonight.
Yeah, and you know, David Adelman, he was talking about Russell Westbrook pregame. He said, look, he should be in the NBA. I'm glad the Kings picked him up. I'm glad he's on a team. He said, Russ, he's the most consistent energy guy that I've ever been around. He just brought it every single day, and he was a huge part of why we beat the Clippers and why we were able to take OKC to 7 games.
I always say, Dev, this is why, or I guess D-Line, you were the one with the comment. This is why, like, I get why Russ fans are Russ fans, because if you value certain traits more than others, like energy or effort or toughness or those things, like he brings those things in spades. Whatever you want to say about him, that guy doesn't ever give a B effort.
No, I mean, like me, I like my basketball team. Less of a...
They are at war constantly. They're constantly at war.
Like, I don't know that I could be a Lakers, Kings, Thunder, Nuggets,
Rockets.
Rocket. I mean, I probably just
Wizards.
I mean, there's other guys that give effort.
Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah, the Shanghai Sharks. Other guys that give effort. There's also guys that can shoot the basketball more reliably. Don't turn it over in big spots. Don't lose big games.
Man.
I'm just saying there's other guys that fit that profile.
You know what? Lead into it. Just get them all. Get them in the chat here talking.
I mean, listen, Russell Westbrook, I enjoyed him. I enjoyed his time when he was with us. I absolutely hated him before.
Yeah.
And I don't like him again now that he's gone.
He's back out.
Get the hell out of here. I'm back to thinking he's a scumbag. So that's how it works.
Scumbag.
Not just him, his fans. Sorry, his fans.
There you go.
David Adelman talking about that Portland game and what needs to change tonight. And he said, look, don't turn the ball over 8 times in the fourth quarter. That killed us. And then Portland took advantage of it down the stretch. He was also talking about just getting into the offense earlier. And Adelman said, look, like, nobody can stop us when we get into our half-court offense with 18, 19 seconds on the shot clock. But when we cross half court with 16 seconds left, it's a lot tougher to score. Like that's what defenses are trying to do right now. That's the trend of this year so far. And so we got to get the ball up the court. We got to help our point guards get the ball across half court quicker.
I love this take. Now, what I like about it is, one, he is taking it off of just Jamal Murray, and he's putting it on the team, which I think is appropriate. But if you guys recall, this is for people that have been with the show for like 4 or 5 years. I brought this up to Michael Malone years ago because Jamal Murray is always the slowest player in the NBA to cross half court on average every single year. And I brought it up to Malone, and he said something to the effect of like, well, our offense is pretty good, don't you think? I don't think it's a big deal. I like that Adelman is like, hey, this is a detail that matters. So at least he's identifying it and cushioning it. So it's not a Jamal critique, which I think is actually fair.
And it's specifically a critique for this season. Like this season, more than any, we've seen the full court presses. I mean, it's clearly the tactic that a lot of people think could slow down offenses because there's not much else you can do. The Kings on the season are 2-4. They lost 3 games in a row, then just beat the Bucks by 2 points. DeRozan had 29 in that game. Zach LaVine had 31. They've been starting Schroeder, LaVine, DeRozan, Sabonis, and then kind of a fourth guy in that power forward spot. We'll see who it is today.
A fourth guy or a fifth guy?
Well, a guy at the 4.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
a guy at the 4.
Okay, a guy at the 4. By the way, Zach LaVine has led them in scoring all 5 games, Dev. Is he the key tonight defensively?
Absolutely. I mean, he's their best scorer. He's how the offense gets operating. I also think that the Sabonis matchup is like a big one that we see every single time. He plays really hard against Jokic every time out, grabs all the rebounds, plays hard the entire time. But that's a team that just wants to score in every single way, and that's something that Denver allows, is teams to just get out and score. So you need to try to make some stops from the guards. They have really good guards on the other side.
Yeah. I do agree with you, though. I think Jokic brings it to Sabonis, but Sabonis brings it to Jokic, too. And this is one of those matchups where we watch. I don't think Jokic takes this one personally, but I wish I could pull a Vlatko on him and be like, hey, Sabonis always really has great games against you. What is it that makes him so challenging for you to guard him?
And then hold a microphone in his face so he really feels
care to comment.
I think that he also takes it serious.
You think so?
I do.
He just gets a little cooked sometimes.
It's a guy that I know that he respects the name, Sabonis. That's a guy that I'm sure that he's tried to mimic his game off of as his dad. And there's like a history there. They probably know each other, outside of the court. But also it's another big that really does come after him. Very physical with him, grabs the rebounds in the same ways, has the triple doubles and things, and it looks different, but they play so hard. So I think that this is just a matchup that I don't think most people are like tuned into, but I think it's a fun one every single time.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder what it was like for Big Val to be with Sabonis, the Latvian thing with his. I'm sure he grew up with his dad being the
Lithuanian.
That's what I mean, Lithuanian.
Yeah.
Like his dad being just like the Lithuanian absolute god.
Yeah,
it's interesting. I
haven't thought about that either. That they were both Lithuanian there. Do you have more game notes?
No, that's it.
I'll give you a couple here. They are 29th so far in this early part of the season in 3-point field goal attempts. Denver had the line tonight was 11.5, not to steal the Bet's thunder here, but that's kind of a big line. 11.5 basically means this is a very lopsided, should be a walk in the park. I don't think it will be. But then you look at some of the details. Denver doesn't shoot a lot of threes, so as a team, that's one way you keep it short or close. They don't shoot threes either.
They don't have any shooters other than Zach LaVine. They're kind of the Nuggets of last year in that regard.
With Westbrook.
Yeah.
And Sarge.
Like Westbrook is probably going to take the second most threes today.
Wow.
Out of anybody on their roster.
They're 27th in offensive rebound percentage, so you can get beat on the board, you can get beat from the three-point line. So points don't necessarily come easy to them, even though they're a good offense. They have to work for it. And then they're 27th in defensive rating so far. Very small sample size. But I look at those numbers and I say, you know what? Those numbers alone tell a story that Denver should be able to score tonight.
Yeah.
And should not, knock on wood, give up big runs, which is what, in my opinion, Denver's vulnerable to.
And they also say that the Sacramento Kings haven't played the Pelicans yet. That's also what it says. But I mean, you're absolutely right. Like, this is a game where the Nuggets should score with ease. And it's a game where they should be able to defend too. Like, this is a game that, you know, you should be able to show off some of your new trends and schemes defensively. And like, if the Kings really run you out of the gym, that's probably a red flag for the defense.
Yeah, like the Kings are such a flawed roster. Like I think that almost
the
everybody.
Ugliest roster.
And I think everybody identified that just looking at the team that they assembled.
A lot of guards.
But they do have guys that can get hot, like
Yeah.
a bunch of guys that can get hot and probably punish you if they have like that kind of night. Levine, DeRozan, all these guys, like, and so they're more dangerous than I think than than you would just realize by looking at them. But I don't think they're going to win a bunch of games. But they certainly can punish you if it's the wrong night.
Yeah. Is there a key matchup or some key detail, Dev, before we move on?
Russell Westbrook. I want to see if they take that matchup personal. He's going to take it very personally. He's going to bring it at the moment that he gets out there. The Kings are, I don't think they're a good team, but they're not a team that you just don't play hard against, because then they are going to try to run you out of the building.
Right.
And him on that other side, that is going to make them want to push a little bit more. Maybe that gives them some motivation. And Denver just came off of a very, poor performance. So they need to respond, and if you don't punch early, you're going to get punched in the mouth, and Russ is going to be the one doing it. So that's one that I want to know how the Nuggets are going to respond. Is it going to be that's a guy that we really respect and he was just in our locker room, or it's like, no, we're going to go at him the way that we go at every other player that has been here, because there's no love lost when they're on the court with everyone else.
Let's go to that topic then, Kale, because I agree. I think Russ is going to bring it tonight.
For sure.
I'm kind of like the spot Denver's in emotionally. You're at the start of this homestand, which we'll talk about in a second. You're coming off a very tough loss. You got to be a little disappointed. And you had 2 days off in between games. You had a chance to get a practice in, which early in the season practices are even more valuable. And then on top of that, you have a guy that is going to make sure you are on your P's and Q's tonight in Russ, because if you're not, then he is going to be able to go off. So I kind of like the spot, but I do think Russ is going to bring it tonight.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. And I imagine it'll be Jamal Murray and Christian Braun that probably get a lot of. I mean, we'll have to see, because I imagine he's on the bench. He plays
Coming off the bench, yeah. I think. Well, I mean, he has started, but I think tonight he'll be on
there's
the bench.
the fourth guy that they've been
playing the fourth.
He might be that guy.
Yeah, he might be the fifth guy.
But I mean, I imagine Christian Brown's going to draw that assignment from time to time, and we're going to
Bruce
see
Brown maybe too.
Yeah, Bruce Brown. That actually would be beautiful. That's going to be epic. I can't wait for that.
I do
Brown
have
versus
the
Russ?
Kings starting lineup here, and Westbrook is starting.
Oh, all right, give it to us.
So it's Schroeder, Levine, DeRozan, Westbrook, Sabonis.
That is such a tiny lineup. Aaron Gordon, then who's
that
guarding
is
Aaron Gordon?
tiny.
DeRozan.
Westbrook is
DeRozan.
the fourth.
This got to be.
I told you.
This has to be an AG night, man. There's nobody in there physically that should be able to handle him.
No.
Yeah.
You
That
got.
is-
You got to win this matchup.
That is baby food. That is
Absolutely.
rolling. Also,
Do they
I
put
think
Westbrook on AG?
Maybe.
they have no choice with that lineup they have.
Oh
Who
my
else would
God.
be able to guard him? You can't put DeRozan or Levine or anybody on him.
But on the other side, if you think about this, let's just think about, forget the team matchup, the one-on-one matchup tonight. Maybe Denver goes a lot of zone, but Levine, that's a tough cover. So do you put Jamal on him or Christian Braun. Then you go to Schroeder. Well, that's for the other guy.
That's gotta
very
be
quick,
Jamal.
off the dribble, keep somebody in front of you. Then you go to Russell Westbrook. Okay, is that Cam Johnson's assignment? That's not a natural assignment for Cam Johnson. And then, of course, DeRozan. So, I mean, both ways, it's a little bit of a unusual matchup.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the Jamal Schroeder matchup should be like really interesting. That's a guy who can get into the paint. He's quick. He's got great handles. Like, he's a guy who can give Jamal Murray fits when he's on offense and Murray's on defense. So, and a Murray that's not 100%. So we'll see how that matchup goes.
We get a Russell Westbrook tribute video tonight?
Absolutely.
Of course you do. You get
Yeah.
one. We did one for Raymond Felton after like 5 games.
That's a callback.
So you're gonna do one for Russ. It'll probably be a big deal tonight.
Jordan McRae even got one.
Jordan McRae.
I don't think he's legally allowed to return to the Pepsi Center Ball Arena.
Yeah, I think that he gets.
He
definitely-
will for sure get one. Yeah.
They have a video department.
Well, the crowd how the crowd responds to you.
He's going to get a very warm reception, as he should. Like, I started off a little hot. I mean, his fans are terrible, but Russell Westbrook.
Stay hot.
But Russell Westbrook really did bring a lot of energy to the Denver Nuggets. He won. I would say he won a game for the Denver Nuggets, at least one, if not two, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He is a big reason why they were able to get by the Lakers in the first round.
Clippers, but yeah.
Clippers, whatever, LA. He also had some deep nadirs.
Yeah.
The full giveth taketh. You know what I mean? Like, he would giveth, he would taketh. I'm not sad he's not on the team this year, but listen, he is a legend in this game. I'm glad he's somebody else's problem, but like,
how many threes is he gonna hit tonight?
how many threes is he going to hit tonight? I'm going to go 0.
He's going to shoot a lot of them.
Don't
He's
clip
gonna-
that, whatever you do.
Dude, the Westbrook
Don't
fans
do
right
it.
now are just like, oh, please. They're just waiting. They're going to have like 40 clips.
That's fine. I don't care.
Who cares?
I do not care.
You know what I hope happens, honestly? I hope he is who he is.
Yes.
Be who
I
you
think,
are.
I think he will be.
I think he will be. That's a good.
Regardless.
That's a safe bet. Yeah.
But I hope that Tim Hardaway and Russell Westbrook have a
giveth and taketh off?
The all-star giveth and taketh. That will be so incredible.
Oh,
You
man.
know, you always remember the game. There's like the Reggie Jackson DeAndre Jordan
Yeah.
game, or like
Yeah.
The Wancho game.
I want it to be the Tim Hardaway versus Russell Westbrook. Like them
don't
two
know if
being
that's
the
how I
lead
want this to
scorer.
go.
No, I think that would be so good because I would always remember it.
I also want to see Bruce Brown and Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
old
the
Russ versus
matchup.
new Russ.
I know. That's the matchup
Also,
we all need.
another part of me, I hope Russ has a horrible game.
I know.
Because I want to see how the fans change that. Because they just have a thing. They're not seeing the same things that the rest of the world
The Russ
sees.
fans?
Yes.
Brother, they've had so many bad Russ
They're-
games.
They're
No, but they're
impervious.
so delusional about it. I want to see what they come up with. It's like one
Nothing.
of those things of like, how did you even get to that part?
Yeah.
He was just so emotional. Like, okay. Like, I just want that to happen. I do.
Well, the Denver Nuggets have a homestand, and this is a 4-game homestand, which is kind of nice. They've kind of been back and forth, to start the year. But here's the thing, man. This is a perfect moment to have a homestand, but also an incredibly important one. Because after this, they do not have even a 2-game homestand. They only have single home games.
Really?
After this homestand until December 18th, when they have 3 games at home.
I'm saying, man, can we get AI involved in this? Can we get AI to make the schedule for the NBA?
The schedule gets awfully difficult, and then after that 3-game homestand, they go like another month before they get a homestand again.
what is the
So this
schedule?
is really the only time you have where you're going to get 4 games at home for quite a while. You need to right the ship. You need to figure out who you are, and I predict they will. In fact, here was one of my predictions we made last week on the show, and I think it starts tonight, at least in part. I think Cam Johnson has a couple of good games over this stretch, and I hope one of them is tonight.
beautiful.
That you're at home, you're sleeping in your own bed, you get some rest, you get some rhythm. I think tonight is a perfect spot for Cam Johnson to make a big impact.
Well, he needs to, man. I mean, he's the missing piece right now. The offense has been so good, for most of this early season, but still it feels like there's a missing link to the chain, especially with the starters, and it's Cam. I mean, just if you think about what he can be with that group, there's still such a ceiling to grow into with this starting lineup. And it's been weird Honestly, he's looked skittish. He's looked tentative. It seems like he's lost a lot of confidence just from the player we saw in the preseason and even going back to last year for sure with Brooklyn. So you're right that this is the perfect time for it to happen. Sacramento, Miami, you got Indiana coming up as well. 3 teams that you should be able to find some pockets of success against.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I really do feel like this is the time where Cam makes his presence felt and we're all able to sort of settle down and just move forward and not really think about it again. We've all, since the trade went down, have just felt like it was the perfect piece to add to the Denver Nuggets. Everything works on paper. It just has not quite worked out in practice to this point. But I can't for a second believe that it's going to carry on for too much longer.
Dev, 4-game homestand and you're 3-2. If you take care of business and win, I think they're going to be favored in all 4 games. You get to 7-2, it buys you so much breathing room. Also, you're developing yourself. Even if you go 6-3, so 3-1, it's pretty good. But 7-2 to me feels very attainable.
7-2, you forget about all the bad times.
Yeah.
You forget.
That's a good point.
You truly forget about
Just talk
Christian
about
Braun having a bad start.
ask the
or
Denver Broncos.
A bad start of Cameron, Cameron Johnson is like winning cures all. You don't talk about those things. It's like, how do we get better? And when you do talk about it, it's like that was before we figured out who he was.
Totally.
This is a time to get right, to get into a spot of like, this is us. This is who we are. This is the season that we're trying to have. You go back into championship contention. Right now, they're far away and they have so many things to work on. But when you start winning, especially being favored in every single game, that's just not something that every team gets to have. So you really do have to take care of business right now. And they have so much to work on internally that there's things to push for in this stretch that other teams are not going to be able to do because they're on the road every time.
Yeah. And it's crazy, too, because they do have a lot to work on, but they've lost their 2 games both in overtime, and both of them were very winnable. It's like things have not gone perfectly according to plan, but they're so close to things being perfect, honestly.
Yeah, and they are perfect at home. So this 4-game homestand gives you that as well, which is always important. I also look at the Nuggets this way. They're 3-2 with an overtime loss and a 2-point loss at the very end. And I would just say if Cam Johnson is shooting 35% from 3, they're 5-0. If Christian Braun is finishing at the rim like he did last year, they're 5-0. They're very close, but tonight kind of to me is one of these pivot point games where if they are who I think, even what I think is they're a very good team who hasn't quite found their rhythm yet, but given that, they win tonight.
Yeah, like this is a game where if the Nuggets are who we think they are, they just outclass the Kings. They just out execute them. They just out fundamental them. And those 2 things alone get you to a win.
Dude, what's a king to an emperor? You know what I mean?
Oh, man. I love that line there. Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use the code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place a bet of $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, take the wheel.
Although quickly. Haley! Our homie Haley, who's already our real life homie, became a member of the supporters club. We love Haley. She's the GOAT.
We kind of love Haley.
We love Haley.
I love seeing the updated logos too, man. The teal, I just love it. That tells you you've been around for a while. The badge.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's go.
All right, thanks for adding that in. OG.
I had to,
Thanks for that. The Nuggets come into this game as 11.5-point favorites, and I got something here. That might be too much. 11.5 is a lot. I don't know.
I agree with you. That's a
I'm not
lot.
going to push for 11.5. I would like for it to happen. I'm not going to tell you to bet on the 11.5. What I will tell you to bet on is I just heard them say things about how this team should not be able to score. They're going to score. They're going to score a bunch. I'm going to go over 235 in this game. I'm not, I'm petty. And I've told y'all that.
Yeah, you have.
But I'm naturally petty. My heart really isn't in it. It just kind of comes out from time to time. There's some people that are passionate about it. And I'm going to tell you right now that Russell Westbrook is passionate about it. I expect him to go balls to the walls in this one. Kel, pull up our first bet of it. Thanks for that, Unc. I'm going to go with
The
Russell
other
Westbrook.
side made the sheet? Oh,
On
man.
the other side, Russell Westbrook over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He is also starting. Get in on this quickly before it goes
I can't do this.
because it's going to go up. I'm telling you right
can't
now,
do it
he's
either.
going to do everything. Y'all seen it. Mom put it on the screen. We're going to go with it. I also like Sabonis over 10.5 rebounds. We know he's going to rebound a machine. He's going to be able to grab every single rebound. They have a lot of brick makers on the Nuggets. It's going to be a faster paced game. He's going to be able to get over 10.5 rebounds. So I'm going to take the over on that. For the Nuggets side of things, our 3-pointers bet this year is very difficult.
Dude,
It's
it
just
is tough.
so hard because there's not a specialist
Aaron
out
Gordon
there
makes 10
that
the first
opens it
game.
up. I was so ready to ride that.
Dude, I hasn't made one.
It stopped.
Has he not made one
immediately.
since?
I just don't think. I don't remember it. I think he's missed a couple. This time I'm going to go with Christian Braun. I expect him to make at least a 3-pointer. This is a booster, so just put it in on a bet. But I think he knocks down a 3-pointer. To stick on Christian Braun, I think this is a guy who he first got Nuggets Nation heart with his ability to inspire, to just play hard the entire time. And he's in a funk right now, so let's get him out of that of just scoring. This is a team that you should be able to score on. I think this is a game that he will have points. 12.5 is just too low. I think he knocks down a couple of 3-pointers. It's easy to get there when you're able to do that. Looking at the guys that are going to defend him, he should have his way with those guys. I'm going to go Christian Braun points. I really, really like this bet. It's my second one that we have up. Aaron Gordon over 4.5 rebounds. It makes
this line
no
might have
sense
moved.
for them to have no bigs besides Sabonis. When he's battling with Jokic, someone else has to clean up all those boards. I think it's AG. You'll also get a couple of putbacks. He should also be just a machine down low. There's no way you could stop him in this game. So I like the rebounds. I would do points and rebounds as well as a combination. I like this over 4.5. For Jamal, I know that he has been the Nuggets' leading scorer. That hasn't been going well for him. Maybe it's someone else's time to get in the mix. I think that Jamal is going to be able to get assists in this game, get himself on the board. I do think that he's going to remain aggressive, but the assist is where I think he takes over in this game. I'm going to go over 5.5 assists for him. I haven't made that bet. It just feels weird. I'm going to go over on that one.
Okay.
I got our first defensive bet of the season, and it's one that I truly like, a guy that I feel like has earned more minutes and is going to be a guy that they go to very early in this game, especially if other guys are not scoring. Peyton Watson over 1.5 steals plus blocks, or what we call them, stocks. I think he gets at least 2. He could get this in steals. He could get this in blocks. He's been playing extremely well. And for my lock of the night.
Here it comes.
My lock is one that we rarely get. With Jokic, we see the triple-doubles, we see huge rebounds, we see huge assist numbers. But I think this is a back to the basics game because this is what they need him to be. He's also going against Sabonis. I think he takes that one more serious than everybody else says that he does. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a monster first quarter. We haven't been seeing him score at all in those first quarters. I think that's how you know what type of night you're getting from Jokic. I think it's going to be straight points. Let's go over 25.5 points for Nikola Jokic.
That'd be a season high.
It'll be a season high.
The season high is
he's gonna get a
25 right
30
now.
ball. He's getting a 30 ball.
Okay.
I like it. Anything else? We get no triple-double tonight?
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, there's one thing about those streaks that end.
They start again.
You start a new streak.
I was thinking about it. It was the most Joker thing ever to
get missed by
land
one.
on a Sombor double on the day he could set the record for most triple doubles to start a season.
Yeah.
is-
That was the most Jokic thing ever.
truly.
I mean, come on. We had to. How did we not see that
It's like
coming?
a Sombor record. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I like it. All right, we got a super chat, Kale. Yes, sir. You know I can't read.
Josh
that.
Barnett from Down Under. Dev, Melbourne Cup. Pick a horse out of 24.
Everybody knows you go with the number 15 around here. 15 is what you go
For on a
gonna
horse?
ask?
On a
Yo,
horse.
What kind of question is that?
Are
Come
you
on,
serious?
man.
This is
What is-
crazy.
Great answer.
That felt like a
Josh.
test.
Yeah, it did feel like a test. All right, everybody, we're going to head over to the watch-along set because we're going to be watching this game along. Make sure you hit the like button and then go right over there and meet us right now.
Right
See you then.
now.
Right now.
We all silly like the mayor.